Hello, everyone. Here's a little weekly update about last week and what I'm going to do this week on my streams. I want to talk a little bit about last week. Last week, I had a couple of streams. I think I had two or three. Three, I think. And most of it was Blender as usual. But I also played a little bit of Half-Life Alyx. And I think that was pretty interesting. It's really nice that it worked with all the VR setup and stuff like that. I hope you enjoy that. I'm gonna try to do it this week or next week as well, but I'm gonna focus on a few other things this week. So last week I finally finished my I wanted to make a VGen. For those that don't know what VGen is basically a let's see. It's a website where you can have. It's basically a commission website similar to another website called Skeb. So I think it's mostly for commissions for VTubers and stuff like that in general. And I wanted to add my like services for making 3D models, like throwables and stuff like that. So I added this listing, which is a low poly custom model. I actually finished this TV, as you might see here. I finished this TV on. It was a commission for a person on Ko-fi. Actually, they contacted me, and after that, I thought, I might as well just make like open a commission for it, and I finally did that on VGen. I think this is a great platform because it's really easy for the buyer to see like a bunch of stuff when you accept the terms and then check out what's important for this commission. I can have like, I need references, and I have a bunch of options, stuff that you usually don't have on other platforms, which I think is pretty cool. And then I offer a standard texture map or a gradient texture map with a different price. I also, if you want it to become a Venian throwable, I can do that. I can probably figure out how to make a throwable for other platforms as well, like Barudo and stuff like that. But I haven't tried that myself. So, but if anyone will want that, I probably could figure that out too, I think. Anyway, you also need another commission pay. You need two commissions to actually be able to be seen on the website. And this is a PopCat that I used to make before, and I think that's just something fun. I just added it since I had needed to have something else. I made tons of these. I think I made 20 or 25 of these or something. All of them, most of them are commissions actually. I used to have a redeem on my Twitch where you could redeem this and like for 10k channel points or something, and then I would make a podcast for you. But that became way too much because people started to saving up points, and I didn't do anything else than popcats on stream. Other than that, I've been working a bit on the model. This one, you might have seen this on my streams. This is from the let's see. This is originally from my when I made a like an art fight thing for Mega, and this is the same like base, but I wanted to change it into a free character like that people can download. But then I just went overboard and started to instead of, this is not my character by the way, this is a streamer called Mega, but this model I used for this, and then at first it was supposed to be like a free base that you can download and edit, but right now it's just turning into my own character. This is a character I have that's called Olive. She's like a mechanic or something. So I added a bunch of details. I really like these cogwheels in the middle of the belt buckle. I added a hammer. I think these are called pliers, a screwdriver, and some. This is supposed to be like prints. I don't know what are they called. Um, when you have like you're gonna build something. I don't remember what it's called. I also had this thing. I don't remember what it's called. A wrench. Yeah. And this is like an experiment for me. This character in 3D, because usually when you like on my avatar I have now, the eyes are flat, right? But this I wanted to make round eyes, like eyeballs, and see how that works and how you rig that and stuff like that. So this entire character is just an experiment. I'm probably gonna change the paws as well and have like 5 fingers instead of 4. I usually do 4 because it's easier, and we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, I'm pretty pleased with how it looks like. I think it's pretty cute. There's some stuff with the face that I want to change. Also, try to use a screw modifier for the hair instead of how I usually do it. But yeah, so that's something I worked on last week on stream. You're gonna see more of this one. I think I already worked a bit on it today, but I have that on another file. Other than that, I was also working a bit on trying out shaders in Blender last week, and this was surprisingly very popular for people to watch. And people came in and they followed me because they're like, "Oh, this is an orb. I really like orbs and stuff like that." Very strange, but anyway. So I want to make a visual novel as a challenge, and that's gonna be for next month. But I'm kind of preparing with ideas and stuff like that. So there's a game jam on Itch. It's called Spooktober, and it starts in 12 days. And I'm kind of preparing, like having a work, sort of preparing my how I should plan it to if I'm gonna be able to make this on my own and it's gonna be okay. I'm doing this as a challenge because this is gonna require me to learn a bit about game engines and also how to a bit of maybe scripting and coding. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna use Godot for this. You'll see in a minute. So this is for, I think it's for a month or something. So that's what I'm gonna do on stream. I'm gonna stream a lot next month. I don't work that much, so it's gonna be a bit easier. And for basically, I'm gonna use a dialogue thing called Dialogic, which is a way to put dialogue in Godot in a really easy way, and then with a little bit of coding on the side, so I don't have to. I don't want to do too advanced stuff. It's probably not going to be a very good visual novel. There's going to be a lot of writing as well, but it's going to be some. I'm going to learn a lot. That's why I'm doing it, and it's going to be a challenge, and it's probably going to suck, but I'm going to do it anyway. So for this, I would like to create a very, very simple 3D model. And then, like, instead of drawing each pose, because I won't have time for that, I'm going to make a very, very simple 3D model, a character, maybe that I can put, one can look a bit different than the other, so I can have different characters in the game. And then I want to have like a shader on it that makes it look interesting, and all of them have all these characters have the same look. So this is kind of what I'm going for. I want to do some kind of dithering shader. For those that don't know what dithering is, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I can't really make it work well in Blender. But my first inspiration was Obra Dinn. And this game has a very, very cool look to it. But I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to end up doing something like that. But it's going to be more of my thing, I guess. Also trying to do this shader. I got some help from a viewer, which was very nice. They also sent me a file, and I'm gonna look a bit more at that when I have time. But yeah, so I'm kind of experimenting with something like that. Put on the character and have them. I don't know. I don't want them to be black and white, but more like some kind of color. I want to make a simple like palette, like that I can follow. So that's basically it for for what I did last week. So I have a bunch of stuff planned. But for this week, let's see. For those that gonna watch this week, it's gonna be similar. I'm leaving Half-Life Alyx here in the schedule. I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm not sure if I have time to actually play Half-Life Alyx because it needs a bit of setup and stuff like that. I'm kind of double booked with work this week. I know that I want to check out a couple of like visual novels on itch as inspirations this week. Maybe I will watch them and do that on stream. I usually don't read all the text, but it would be fun to do that just to see how people do it and maybe if I can get some inspiration and how to do it simply. And on Saturday I might actually be going on a trip to Gothenburg actually, so we'll see. But other than that, gonna try to do art. It's gonna be more like planning and stuff like that for the visual novel, I think. So that's about it for this week and what I did last week. I wanted to make this video as a thing for like something for people to watch that are on YouTube that may not watch my streams and they feel like I don't know, maybe you're missing out and sometimes I don't have that much time to stream, so it would be easier to just make a 10-minute video where I talk about what I did or what I'm gonna do this week. You can also, if you have any comments if you would like me to talk about something, I could do that as well. It would be really fun for me to do that. I can pretty much talk about anything like the games, technology and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Let's see if this button works. No, that didn't work. There we go. So I think that's gonna be. If you want to watch my streams this week, go for it. It's gonna be on Thursday. I'm not sure when I'm gonna start then, but it's not gonna be a super long stream. Maybe 4 hours or something. Probably some kind of game. I don't know. But yeah, I also want to make I'm gonna try to make a game play video or something to put on YouTube for people to watch that as well. It's been requested. I'm not sure what game I'm gonna play. I have a backlog and maybe it's gonna be easier for me to just play a little bit every day and then edit it together instead of having long streams or games. So we'll see. But yeah, bye bye. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.